I think we're good. I'll put this in the chat. I also want to make sure we're live on Rumble. I think I can go to Rumble Studio, possibly. Or not. Maybe. Maybe not. It says that I'm offline. I'm online on YouTube, I think. But Rumble, I think I'm offline. Let me see. Started 16 minutes ago. This is not right. Sorry, give me a second. Ah, it did it with a different title. But how do I change it? I have no idea. No. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. I am finally live on Twitch. Let's see if I'm live on Kick as well. I am. I am live on Kick. And also, let's see. All right. 1, 2, 3. It's just Rumble that's the problem. The title is wrong. Bear with me, guys. All right. I'm going to save that. It'll take effect after 30 seconds, is what they said. So make sure you guys hit the like button and hit that subscribe button if you can. It does help out the channel, helps out growth, helps out all that stuff. Also, it feels good to see the crypto market finally positive in a way. You know, we haven't seen positivity in about a week, it seems like, from where Ethereum ETFs launched and all the ETFs launched, and we saw a bunch of negativity from that time on. And it seemed like it was just a liquidation train, right? Hopefully everything's going smoothly. It looks a little choppy. But we saw a liquidation train, and it really sucked because seeing Ethereum go from 3,400, 3,500 all the way down to 2,000, was definitely something that I didn't want to see. Obviously for leverage trading and everything, and for just trading in general, but when it came to me buying something outright, I love seeing low prices. It's just seeing something that low, that aggressive, does suck, but it happens. We see it happen, a lot of times in the crypto market. But now we're finally at some stages of recovery, which is great. I think I have a lot of positions over in Margex that are finally positive.
Message on your phone from Brad Schaefer saying, emoji grinning squinting face to an audio file.
Um, when do you think the markets start actually adding
Message
real
on your
liquidity?
phone from Brad Schaefer.
Jesus, come on, just relax. Getting messages. I don't know how to stop it when you have a message on your glasses. But either way, um, it's funny. um, XRP settlement August 8th from India. We'll have to go into some more detail. I have no idea. I literally have been following not any like news related articles on things that are positive in a way. I was following what was going on with the market crashes for the time being. So we can go ahead and look at that today, break some of those things down and see well, where things are going. But that would be great. No settlement. Both parties asked for a ruling. Okay, so you're saying no settlement. Both parties asked for a ruling there. So that's again, we'll have to look into some more information. Let's hope that rate cut today. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I mean, I can always complain about things, but um, I woke up today, so that's what matters most, right? Good morning. Oh, I read that. Good morning from London. When do you think the markets start actually adding real liquidity? Um, I don't know. I don't know when the markets start actually adding real liquidity. I feel like I feel like liquidity is being added every day. What do you mean by adding real liquidity? Good morning from Argentina. Good something. Good opportunity to dollar cost average. Yeah. It's still like everything's still at low prices. You still look at Ethereum at a 2500 mark and I mean, for me, I'm sold on that. I'm sold on the fact that I now have 5 Ethereum. I also, if you haven't seen my video, I also just got the Ledger stacks in the mail, um, which I thought for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it was just my brain thinking that it was that way, but I thought it was supposed to be in color, and not like a Kindle, and how that is, and like gray and black and white or something. Um, yeah, I don't know, but I like it. I guess also thought you would be able to do everything on here, manage it and see how much you have on here, and not have to go on your phone in order to figure that out. But it doesn't look like you can do that. It looks like you can just see what you're transferring in there. You can see what your wallet's name is. You can go in here and it does keep battery for a very long time. I think it was 100%. I was using it all yesterday and it's still at 100%. So um, it's cool, but like I would like to be able to view what I have in here. Like if I can click and it'll say like you have 1 Bitcoin or you have 2 Ethereum or whatever. So I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it's kind of a waste of space in a way by not having the ability to just manage what you want to manage on your phone, not or on here, and not saying that you have to be able to do all the things that you can do on Ledger Live, but just just be able to do something or see something, manage something. If you can go on here and once you log in, you can say how many Ethereum I have. Here we go. You don't have to go on Ledger Live at all, but I still have to go and do majority of the work on Ledger Live. So it kind of sucks that way, but whatever. And I also am struggling sending XRP because I don't know why. It says you don't need a memo, so I sent it without a memo, and I didn't get. Good thing I didn't send a crazy amount of XRP because I was gonna send like 10,000 XRP over there, which would be about $5,000. Um, so I sent like 50 or $70 over there, and it didn't go over there. So there's something going on, and I don't want to make that mistake by trying to send something over there and it just doesn't send. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I've been following the case since it started. I got all the docs, so I think I know. All right, we don't have to argue over what what you know. Just show the information. Um, the CME added both XRP and ICP. Both coins are good value. Matt, how do you know what I'm talking about? How do you know what I'm talking about? Real liquidity. I'm talking the trillions of dollars of derivatives and everything else. All the How do you not know what I'm talking about? Okay, uh, because I don't. I mean, typically when people don't give any context, right? That's how what I'm referring to. You can say, when are you going to add real liquidity? That's like saying, when are when is the U.S. going to be able to um, make more money? It's like, what? There's so many different ways, and what are you talking about? It's so broad. Um, Trillions of dollars of derivatives and everything else, all the real world assets, etc. I mean, you literally gave a bunch of different examples, and you're saying that I should have known what you were talking about. Whatever. The SEC meetings that everybody keeps talking about, like the 8th, are a standard internal meetings that they have every week. They are not going to meet with Ripple. Just send any memo works for me. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that I just don't. I didn't put any memo there. And for other things like I can't remember what it was. Um, Cardano, I think it was. No, it was Cosmos or something. I didn't have to send anything else with it. With other chains, I didn't have to send anything else with it. I just don't understand why XRP is not going over there. I'm good with my hot wallets, but congrats on your Stacks ledger. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I plan on just putting it away. I'm gonna put thousands of dollars in there and just put it away and see what it's worth in uh, 20 years or something. But yeah, it didn't work for me. I'll try again later. I have all the time in the world, so I'll try again later. Um, but yeah, I just want to make sure I'm gonna do it with less money this time, even less money. Instead of sending $50, I'm gonna send like $1. Anyways, let's check out where the market is right now, where everything stands in the past 24 hours. If we look at the crypto market, the market's up by 6.6%, up to a $1.95 trillion market cap, which is great to see. We're seeing Bitcoin dominance steadily decrease, which is great because we want to see altcoin season start to happen, and we need that dominance to decrease in order to see that altcoin season happen or know that it's happening. um, Bitcoin is up by 7%. You see Ethereum that's up by 8%, up to $2,450. To say that this got down to 2,400 versus the 3,400 that it was at before this started, um, it's just crazy to see that. In the past 7 days, it's down by 26%. BNB is up by 10 or 11%, up to $477. Solana is up to 138, up 18% on the day. I wish I would have bought some outright. I did buy some on the on Margex, but I didn't buy any to where I owned any more outright. I did send some to my ledger, which have about 20 over there now. I have 30 in my possession. I'm really going back and forth on whether I should. I'm really going back and forth on whether I should, take this out of my portfolio so that I don't see it at all and I don't look at it. I don't do anything with it, because that's kind of the idea is kind of to set it and forget it and leave it alone so you never go back to it or you don't go back to it for a very long time. Kind of like putting away baseball cards or basketball cards or something, and some of those cards become very valuable. You put them away for a very long time. If you would have done the same thing with Bitcoin, right, you would have been able to make a ton of money out of that. It would have been worth so much more. Now, I don't know if you'll see the same with everything else, but I'm looking to grab a lot of the top cryptocurrencies, ones that actually have utility um, and stuff like that and have building on their chain. Um, and I'm putting those aside and just letting them be because Solana could be worth $1 trillion market cap, could be worth a multi-trillion-dollar market cap. And if it is, or when it is, then you now have that sitting on the side there. Same thing goes for something like AVAX. It could be worth so much more than where it stands. Cardano, so much more than where it stands. Would love to see a lot of things have a ton of success. Litecoin, I hope that that has a major amount of success. Caspa as well. So we will see how that all plays out. Kronos as well. So again, I'll add whatever I add to that and just leave it alone. Let's see. What's increasing the most right now? You have Brett that's up by 42%. You have TAO that's up by 33%, 34%. Undo that's up by 33%. You have Jasmine Coin that's up by 25%. So that found a way back to the $1 billion market cap. You see Pepe that's up by 24% as well, up to a $3.2 billion market cap. Solana 19%, Shiba Inu 19%, Caspa 17%. So it's great to see. It's great to see some double-digit growth here. Great to see a lot of growth. I'll take it. Do you think that the SEC will postpone the meeting again? So from what I understand, this is not a meeting to where I mean, you would have the discussion of settlements, you would have the discussion of the conclusion of the case, but I don't believe Ripple is involved in the meetings. Memos are for CEXs as they share one wallet for multiple customers. Yeah, I know, but I just don't understand why it won't send over there without the memo. Maybe something was done wrong. There's a possibility that something was done wrong. I could have swore that I had the right address. I'm pulling it right from Ledger Live, verifying it from Ledger Live, and it should work. Everything else worked besides XRP. You'll be receiving a lot of messages like this, but I will be straight to the point. I've seen your YouTube videos. Your videos are good, but your thumbnails are dead, and I will make them best for you. I'm fine. Thank you though. I appreciate the offer. Uh, um, Dog on runes had a recovery. Wait, Dog on runes had a recovery on the way to $1. That's great. I don't know what that is, but that's great. Let's go over here. I was looking at this article yesterday about the liquidations that happened. So over $1 billion or $1 billion in liquidations as Bitcoin nosedives. Ether slumps most since 2021. Seeing that fall was definitely crazy. Guys, we have a chance. Could you hit that like button? We have 88 people here and we have 25 likes. I would like to get to 50 likes at this point. Thank you for following over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Hello. What's your live about, if I may ask? It's all about cryptocurrency. May I have a few words with you, sir? Yes. Yeah, it's all about cryptocurrency and the future of crypto and the recovery of crypto. But that's pretty much where it stands. But yeah, you can have a few words with me. What are those few words? Why am I don't I want to play it, but I don't want to play the sound. And here we go. There we are. Why are these ads still playing on Rumble? Come on, man. Figure it out. Made the mistake of getting out at a profit to reserve capital before tanking continued, and then everything rallied, and my holdings are lower. Next time, I'm going to hold on dollar cost average. Yeah, I mean that's the safest bet is like not to if you feel like you got a low price and you feel like it's going to skyrocket above where you are, being negative is not something that uh, should hurt you, um, hurt your feelings and make you want to sell. It should be something where you're looking at it and you go, all right, I'm at a lower price now. If I had the capital, or I do have the capital to buy more, maybe I should buy a little bit more and lower my cost basis because I believe in where this price is, right? I bought it. I believed in where that price is, and I still do. But what will happen is most people will try and talk you out of believing in that price, believing in that position. You know how many times I get talked out of, or I people attempt to talk me out of positions. So many people attempted to talk me out of Jasmine Coin, out of Shiba Inu, out of Terra Luna Classic. People immediately, when I said that I was buying Terra Luna Classic, they were like, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and you're gonna lose all the money that you put in there." I was like, "It's $40. What do I care about that $40 that's there?" Well, that $40 turned into $4,800 of realized gain. And now I also have another like 3,000 or $4,000 worth of unrealized gains. So you, you don't need to get talked out of your own strategy or get talked out of the positions that you have. But then also when you see things that are falling, the fall was aggressive. Unless you're leverage trading, then you don't need to kind of take action in any ways. But um, yeah, I mean, leverage trading was a different story because everything got liquidated multiple times. Like you can see the article that I'm bringing up, there's $1 billion in liquidations and 304 million in liquidations for Ethereum. Over 200,000 traders were liquidated, with the largest single liquidation order worth 27 million on HG. Bitcoin and Ether prices fell. See, that's the thing is like you look at the liquidations, and a lot of people are like, why did we have it fall that much? And the reason why it fell that much was because of the chain of liquidations. When you have liquidations, they are selling, right? Most people are buying long, right? And when you have that buy long because you believe in Bitcoin, you believe in Ethereum, a lot of people were like 2,500 is that price. The lowest price it did come down to, they bought at 2,500, and they were like, this is where I want to hold this play. Um, because now it's up to 3,400. There's no way it's going to come down to 2,500. There's no way it's going to do that. I had two liquidation points that were at 2,500, and I was like, there's no way that it's going to come from 34 down to 2,500. And if it is, we'll see it coming because we'll have the positivity to bring the negativity with it. However, not only did it come down to 2,500, it broke through that liquidation point, which then created a lot of a sell off. And then you saw it go from 2,500 all the way down to 2,000 in a matter of minutes. Like, I'm talking about like 2 minutes, it seemed like. So it's it's definitely difficult. You take that risk, and obviously you need to have stop losses set up in a way. This is early stages for the copy trading portfolio, so I did do that, but I don't do that as much. It's more about the establishing of more of a dollar cost average, or establishing of that low, because where I have for my regular portfolio, my regular Margex portfolio, everything was invested at super low points, right? I believe LTC was invested at like $40. I had Pepe at a much lower point. It was like what showed as 0.00006 like 6 or something like that, but a very low point, like $1 billion market cap. And you see Jasmine coin, I was at 1.5 cents. I was like, there's no way that's happening. 1.5 cents, that would be a 50% drop. um, and it did end up coming down to 1.6, so it was very, very close to getting liquidated on that play, which was a 50x leverage, because I bought at 1.5 and it was 50x leverage at 1.5, but it did end up increasing back up, so that's fine. And I also have another Jasmine coin position that I recently took out in my copy trading portfolio. But either way, um, it's about finding the low point. And for my copy trading portfolio, it's all about once you do get to a point where it decreases down, because I started that trading portfolio at a high point, you now need to find the low, find that other low, find the other low. Apparently, there was like 7 or 8 different support levels that were hit and broken through very easily, and it's all because of the liquidation. So I don't know where the fear and greed index is, but 34. So it's getting a little bit better since we're seeing some positivity. But people were people were fearful of their positions yesterday. I've been holding strong. Sometimes movies and game reviews also. What are we talking about here? Good morning, Matt. Do you think prices will hold where they are, or are we for another fall? I don't think we're in for another fall. I think a lot of what has happened was liquidations, and I really don't think we're going to see as aggressive as a fall there. Because if we do, and we see more drops, 2,000 would be another strong liquidation point. However, 1,500 would be even stronger because people bought at 2,000, so they're buying at a 5x leverage or something. So below that 2,000 mark would definitely be an even stronger liquidation point, because those same people that got liquidated probably doubled down. But to see one liquidation at $27 million is crazy. No wonder why it dropped from 2,500 to 2,000. From Australia, Matt. Thanks for your videos. Always appreciate it. No problem. Sometimes movies and game reviews also. I don't know what you're getting at there, like saying I should do movies and game reviews. I like movies and I like games, but I'm probably not going to do that. Classic newbie move. Sure. Uh, you guys ready for this? I've been holding strong through everything too until now, because macro is so bad. I knew to hold two and wanted to buy more, but it didn't have much capital. I tried to time the market, never works. Yeah, I wouldn't say it never works, it just hardly works. Trying to time it the right way and making sure that you are finding the absolute low so you're not negative is, I wouldn't say is impossible, but definitely difficult. Um, but typically you can see that with anything like what happened, uh, you know, the last couple of days, anything like what happened then, um, you can't really find that low because yes, while I made 8 different investments in like the same position because it hit strong support levels, um, it broke through those support levels very easily because of all of the liquidations that were going on. And I honestly didn't truly see that. It wasn't as clear as day until that moment that it looked like it was recovering and then more liquidations happened to where it was like 5 minutes and it dropped by $500. That was the clearest image of this is a liquidation train as you could ever see. Like that's what kind of told me everything and I was like, "Oh, okay. That's what it is." Everything else was dropping. Yes, it fell, by 4%, 5%, at times, but then you saw it down 10, 12, 18%, 20%. Yeah, that's clear as day. It looks like a green day for all markets today. That's a good thing. I want to see the green. Let me make sure I check my phone. Where's my phone? There it is. Um, what's up with Shiba, y'all? It's up by 18%. It's just, you saw everything drop. Unfamiliar face seen in the front yard. Why is it who's unfamiliar face? Is it me? It might be me. It was me. It just didn't recognize my face. Um, I learned the hard way at the end of the last run, and I bought at a higher price than I should have. But then I waited and bought lots at the bottom of the dip, and now with dollar cost averaging, I'm doing fine. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I dollar cost averaged into my plays owning outright, yes, but for leverage trading, didn't really go as planned. It's starting to really recover at this point. I think at this point I'm up like $2,000 or $3,000 from the bottom, which honestly we're still at a low point. However, you know that anything could happen. You could see the opposite happen very, very quickly. I wanted to put in some short positions, but I didn't. And what I should have done, and I probably learned from this situation, if we see any of those leverage, those like liquidation trains, to put in maybe a 10x leverage on a play with maybe like $20 or something and go with that on the downside so that you can at least make some capital as you are going. Now, you're not going to make as much as you lose, but you will be able to make some of that up so that you're not losing as much. You know what I mean? And you also, when it gets to a certain point where we are at a high point, stop losses, because right now I'm investing at a very, very low point, stop losses are key. So we will make sure that that's going to be a thing. It's just establishing the new portfolio. You don't really want to do that. You want to make sure you have longevity and you have the ability to kind of have that room to be negative, especially if it's at a high point. That's how my strategy has gone with starting my main portfolio. Sorry, let me go over here. Do you have an account on TikTok? I do. Sir, I just texted you on Instagram, and I hope I will hear from you as soon as possible. My shift is about to get started, and have a good day. Yeah, you have a good day as well. I'll have to check it out. I really don't check my Instagram DMs, but I will check it for this purpose. But typically, I will check Twitter sparingly because there are a lot of people that reach out to me on Twitter. But and then I'll also check Patreon. Um, Patreon is I get notifications directly to my phone. I don't get the notifications for Twitter on my phone, nor do I get the DMs for Instagram on there. Try to make sure I have one outlet so that I know when it's truly important. Um, I can get to it. I put a sell position on Margex last Wednesday and took profit 30x leverage. That's fantastic. So you made a decent amount of money. Like how much? I know you did a 30x leverage, but how much did you bet on that? Hope the copy trading gets better. I'm down 130. Yeah, I think it will. Um, like I said, it's something that I'm going to add to that strategy consistently. Just know that I'm not giving up on the strategy. Um, I don't know how much I truly invested. It might be somewhere around 10. It might be like $10,000 that I invested into it. But yeah, I was looking at everybody's to see if I was like the only one struggling there. And no, I'm for sure not. Over the last you know, day in the last 7 days, I've seen people down 800%. I'm like, how are you down 800%? That's, and maybe it's because they've been around here for a very long time. They've been on there for like a year. So they've been able to generate so much. But when it comes to whether they got liquidated or not, it looks like they didn't like fully get liquidated, that they were just taking losses like left and right. So I think it will definitely get better. That will be my strategy from now on is investing there rather than investing with just me outright. I will have some that I take to hold for a while, which would be like 50x leverages. I will try and do um, some larger leverages as well as we see more simple crashes, not this unicorn crash that we had, which was crazy. So it will be. I'm pretty sure. I'm guaranteeing that it will be. There's a lot of things that are steals. Good morning, Matt and viewers. 2 days in a row. Woohoo! I mean, technically, yesterday was kind of the recovery from the morning because the morning was still not that great until we got to um, later morning. Right after I got off the live, it started to really pick back up. We saw the low; it started to pick back up. Um, Even after this crash, I was sitting up 10% of my portfolio. Not a bad idea to dollar cost average in during the depressive bear market. Yeah, I 100% agree. Even during the crash, I was still up, a good 10 or 18,000, I think it was. I was up quite a bit, and I believe I'm still up. Let me go ahead and check because I know it came up from the low level, but I think I'm at like 170 now. So let me go to my portfolio. 180. So yeah, I'm still up 12% all-time profit in the last 24 hours. I'm up by 43,000. Um, so yeah, even at the low point, I was still up slightly. I wouldn't say it was 10%, but I was still up. CRO is getting better. You see, I added the $12,000 in Ethereum or 11,600, and my cost basis, my buying price was 2,300. So we'll see how that goes. I wanted to hold more Ethereum. Now this is owning it outright versus me buying it over in Margex, which you're going to see a lot of positivity right now. This is the copy trading portfolio. Um, and as I look at my position in Ethereum, I have it at 2,200, and my liquidation point is 1,700. Um, so yeah, my strategy And what I'm looking to see is for this to get up to about 4,500, 4,500 or so, back up to those levels, which would be a 500 percent gain, which would get back about $10,000 there. Um, but I'm looking for that growth, and hopefully we see that start up. As we see that crash, we now have the Ethereum ETFs that you have obviously Bitcoin ETFs, you have altcoin season that's coming very, very soon. We just don't know exactly when. So hopefully that's the case. But I have other positions that I am up on, like Jasmine Coin, up $300 right now, or 151%, 155%, or $155 for Dogecoin, 164 for Pepe. Sol is up 113. I want to see other ones that are increasing as well. Bitcoin is around the 54. I purchased that before the actual low of 49, and I probably should have added more at 49, but you know, we'll see. We still have LTC at 51. XRP is sitting at 49 right now. So, yeah, hopefully we see some major recovery here. I'm hopeful. Want to see it up here, like even with just Pepe. I want to see Pepe go back to a $1.70 price. I know this is 100K Pepe, so it's the price of Pepe multiplied by 100K, just so that it has a more it has a better price to look at, right? Rather than uh, what you see over on Coin Market Cap. We winning because Matt is on a streak, streaming streak, 2 days in a row, I guess. Oh, that's what you were talking about, 2 days in a row. Not the. You do it sometimes on the stream, adding to a question about what the stream is about. Yo, Matt. Good morning, everybody. FET is not a steal. What do you mean? I mean, I think a lot of things are at a steal price right now. I have only 10,000 XRP, which is quite small. I mean, that's still a lot. 10,000 XRP is a good amount. That's $5,000 right now, and I think it'll be worth quite a bit. Don't get discouraged in any way or feel like you don't have enough just because, somebody has 50,000 or somebody has 100,000 or maybe even somebody has a million. Don't get discouraged because you got to stick to your what you believe in, and you'll see all these things work out in the ways that you want it to. I just saw that you can look back. Let me go back here. So that you can look back at everyone's messages on this channel. That's a new feature I haven't seen. Wild. Yeah, I can look back at a lot of people's messages already. I can do that on my phone. I didn't know you can do it on the computer now, so I'll have to check that out. But I typically do it on my phone when somebody says something. I'll click on their name and it'll show me all of their previous messages, and I'll know if they mean good or harm. Like if it's right from the beginning, like you're dumb, you're stupid, this is not um, great content, all this other stuff, and you have 20 other messages that are like that on various videos. It's like, why are you even here? I'll help you out, right? Like that's kind of the idea of that for me, because it doesn't make sense for people to literally um, even be subscribed. And I know how people are like, oh, you know what? You should be happy with that subscriber. If he's subscribing to um, continue to spread hate, it's still a subscriber. And it's like, well, I don't want subscribers like that. You can keep them. Just go over there. I'm looking to do the best I can, and by spreading hate, that's not the best way to do that. Don't look back at mine. I have several weak moments over the years. I know. I've I tend to if there's some good sprinkled in with some constructive criticism and negativity, um, it's okay. Like if it's just something where every single one is like, you don't believe in XRP, you don't have XRP, or just all types of negative things, then like it's not anything that's helping in any way. It's not helping you. It's not helping me. Um, it's just taking up your time, and it's also taking up mine for reading it. Yeah, just a matter of how early we are. I've never liked selling positions and thought, what the heck, man? I gotta tell you, it felt good to finally win big. Yeah. Well, I don't know how much you said 2,500. Oh, wow. That's great. That is fantastic. I'm glad that you had a large win. I'm happy for you. I gotta check this camera. Make sure Hayden's still sleeping. She is. Are both of them, or is Harper downstairs? Nope. Um, let's see. I'll go back here. Those who bought the fear, I don't know what that means. Year to date, kudos to you peeps. Why are you taking why taking profit is hard? Why is taking profit hard? Because people don't know when to take profit within a position. Taking profit is insanely difficult. A lot of people will say, it's difficult to get money into the markets or whatever. That's not difficult. Getting money into the markets is not difficult. You can put $1, you can put $5 in there, you can put $10 in there. The hardest part is if you are buying something that is more short term and speculative, like I don't know, a Shiba Inu or something. Um, then it's difficult to sell that position at the right time because selling it or seeing your position go down makes it easier for you to sell. But seeing your position go up for some reason makes it harder for you to sell. And the reason why it's harder is because it's like, well, it's at 1,000 right now. It could be 2,000. It could be 3,000. It could be 4,000. And the mind starts to wander into like what it could be, right? It's like how the mind, I guess you're never satisfied with how much money you can make. Let me fix this. Uh-oh. Just thought I could fix it. Now I can't fix it. Give me a second. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, don't have it. Sorry. I think I got it there. Sometimes the mic just doesn't work right. There we go. I think that's good. Let me see if it's in the frame. It's not in the frame. And you guys can hear me, right? Make sure everybody can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Um, is the best time to buy pizza with my XRP holdings? I don't think so. Why is the spinning thing dead? Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, I don't have. See, this is the one that has batteries. This is not the real version. Maybe I should buy the real version. It is like $300 or $400. You can hear me? Okay, good. I just noticed that was dead. I probably should go get batteries. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get batteries. Okay. So now it is there. Let me put the picture back. Okay. Now it should spin a very long time. I had to take out these batteries. Audio is great. Everybody can hear me. Okay, perfect. We have to spin it to win it. Now, what do you guys think is going to happen? Are we going up from here or down? I think, are we going up from here? I think there's a lot of positivity left above it. We should be above a $2 trillion market cap. It that crash that happened wasn't a crash. I'm trying to think like all the other crashes that have happened. When we saw the pullback of what was going on with Bitcoin after the Ethereum, the Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin rose to a certain level, right? Then it had some larger sellers, which created fear. Creating that fear created liquidation points, and creating those liquidation points now created a liquidation train. It got to a certain point, but then recovered, right, before it hit the next level of liquidations, which I think if it would have hit a $2,000 mark, then that would have been a stronger liquidation train, or would have meant for a stronger liquidation train for Ethereum. Um, but for Bitcoin and the previous one, it didn't hit that, right? It kind of stopped at a certain level, and we saw that rise. We saw people believe in it a lot more. And for Ethereum in this one, I guess for Bitcoin and Ethereum, 49,000 and $2,000 respectively was that level to bounce off of. So um, I wouldn't say that I think we're going to see more of a downfall. I think we're going to see gradually, increasing over time, and then we'll hopefully see altcoin season happen as well. But still, still waiting for that sign that altcoin season will be a thing. You know. Blah, blah, blah. Scroll down here. Anytime the pizza places in DC are busier than normal, there will be a sell off. We still need to see the Ripple and SEC thing to finally end. The Fed might might cut rates sooner, then pump. Oh, the spinning sticks stopped. Probably why the market crashed so hard. Maybe, maybe it stopped churning. That's very true. Guys, we have 130 people here. If you could hit the like button, I would appreciate it. It does help out with growth and helps out with the channel and all that stuff. Also, if you want to start leverage trading, feel free to check out my link for Margex down below. Uh, Let me see. And like I was telling people, if they join my copy trading strategy at this moment, you would be seeing all of those returns that should be on the way up. Um, Obviously, it's been rough for the beginning stages of things, but we will recover and we will expand. We will see that grow. Um, but yeah, I had this 50x leverage right here that I'm glad didn't get, liquidated, because the liquidation point is very close to what we have here. Because literally, the liquidation point is higher than the open price. The open price was 153, and the liquidation point is 155. And the reason why it's 155 is because I've had it for such a long time. I've had it since May 20 24th, or May 1st, 2024. Um, so the liquidation point is higher, and I have a realized P&L of minus $34, like down $34, because it you have funding fees every now and again. And since May 1st, 2024, we have $34 in funding fees because it is a 50x leverage. But we have $423 that we made, that's not realized, unrealized. Margex is a great way to get started trading. Small steps first. Yes, absolutely. If you are just getting into it, I think starting with $1 or starting with, um, 20 cents, you can literally trade $1 and do it at a 5x leverage, meaning that you can trade $5. Or you can do it the opposite way, where you can trade 20 cents at a 5x leverage, trading $1 in a position. Like, you can do that small of a position just to get started and understand what you are doing and the percentages that you can gain. But make sure you find a way to build a strategy, whether it's daily, whether you're doing something daily, or whether it's by long term, right? If you wanted to invest long term. Wow, that was a big drop. It cost me so much money, not because of the drop in prices, but because I bought so much yesterday. Jasmine V chain, shrapnel, flow, and a small bit of ETH as well. Now I hold. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to buy that much cryptocurrency, but I ended up buying, what was it, 17 or $18,000 worth of crypto, and then also buying $2,000 worth of stocks. Um, so yeah, I mean, I spent like $20,000 yesterday on stocks and crypto because they were at low points. That you saw a fall, and I needed to buy. Well, I didn't buy. I bought my crypto 2 days ago, but stocks definitely yesterday. I lost my my ass over and over until I wised up and realized I was trying too hard, and too large of a position at wrong buy-ins. Yeah, I agree. It's it's that simple. Why is it showing that I'm not there on YouTube? There we go. It's that simple. Once you figure out your strategy that works best for you, it starts to get easier and easier. However, when it gets easier, you don't want to just say, oh, well, it's going to happen because this is the best strategy in the world. You don't want to get too cocky or too confident, because if you do, then you end up with, um, you know, bumps and bruises and stuff. Remember, guys, you're not at a loss if you don't sell. Now hold and ride this wave for sure. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna love when I see Ethereum at $10,000. Um, and the amount that I'm gonna take out 15,000 and leave some in there, and or I'll just take out the entire three shares or three coins that I have. But I do have five total. I have two that's in my ledger stacks uh, um, here, and yeah, I'm looking to just let that sit there. It's kind of like a mini um, tablet. That's what it seems like. Or, it's magnetic, which is cool. So it stays in there. Trends, caps, volumes, so much to look at. Yeah, I mean, you can make it simple for you. I try to make it super simple, but um, sometimes as I explain it, I'm like, maybe it is a little bit more difficult than um, but because I'm used to it, it makes it seem like it's very simple. Margex is good. Also, check out Blowfin. Wex. You never know which one crashes. You might need another one. Yeah, I got you. To access. To assness. To assness. You need another one to assness. To access. Um, how many positions are you comfortable opening at one time? In Margex, um, probably no more than no more than 30. Because most of mine, I want them to be a little bit not long term, but longer term than just like daily. If it's something to where it's a daily position, I probably won't open up more than one at one time because I'm actively managing that. I'm actively looking at it. There may be a chance where I open up two, but that will be it for the short term. I'm talking about for minutes or hours. But when it comes to over the long period of time, like for right now, what you see on the screen, I have five, right? If we go over to the copy trading portfolio, um, I have 12. So, like, I'm comfortable opening up multiple positions as long as I see the right price point, especially when they are longer term. And then when I do see typically, 200 or 300% of a gain, I will take my initial investment so that I never get into that situation where I'm struggling. Like I didn't care about any of my positions over here um, getting liquidated. I didn't care about any of those positions getting liquidated. Yes, I did have, you know, hundreds, and then it was like $200 in one, and $100 in another, and $300 in another. That were all unrealized gains that I could have taken if it wouldn't have gotten liquidated. Um, but I did already take my initial investment from those positions, so it's like I'm not losing anything. So I wanted to see them through. However, that unicorn situation that we had for the past week or 2 days ago or whatever was just horrible. And if I knew that that was coming, obviously I would have sold everything. Hey man, do you use cold tangent or cold storage? I don't know. I'm not truly understanding what that is, but I would say it's cold storage, which I don't know if it is because I truly have access to it. So I don't know. I just want to put it aside. It's off. It's on the chain, but it's um, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it because I'm not fluent in using these at all. The ledger stacks and ledgers, and I'm getting more comfortable with it. Obviously, as I use it, as I fill it up. But as we move along, we'll explain more and more as I'm going through it. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, I have only just started trading when I used your link 8 months ago, so I'm a newbie. Yeah, I mean it takes a while to fully understand where to go from here. So I like it. I like it a lot. It does suck getting liquidated. I can tell you that if Margex offered a 2x leverage, I would have done a 2x leverage the entire time during that drop, and it would have been a lot more comfortable for everyone. We would still have things that are red right now if I did do a 2x leverage because I would have been holding, let's say, um, at 2,700, 2,800, and then if it drops by 50%, that's where you get liquidated, which means it would have to drop below 2,000 in order for me to get liquidated. That's why I think that Margex should offer a 2x leverage. I don't know if it's profitable for them, but I would love if they can offer a 2x leverage, um, as well as a 5x leverage, because I would do 5x leverages as something that has less risk, but I would do 2x leverages when you want something that has very minimal risk. I hate losing money, but love Margex. Yeah, I'm loving it as well. I know that people look at it and they go, leverage trading, man, it sucks. A lot of people lose money, and they do, but you need to find a way to get those losses and turn those losses into major gains. If you're losing less than what you're bringing in, then you're good. Trying to see if I see this child. Hey Matt, it's been a while. It has been quite some time. I feel like the best leverage trader I watch on YouTube wait for a setup around a chart and then get in, and out at high volatility. At least move your stop losses to be trailing and maximize profits. Yeah, I mean a lot of leverage traders that truly uh, continue to talk about leverage trading every single day and actively leverage trade. I mean like every hour, every minute, every second, all of that, right? A buy point. That's looking at a buy point um maybe at like a, let's say, a $5 point, and they're looking to sell at $5.10, like that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean they're looking for an entry point. They're doing all that. I'm looking for entry points as well, but I'm also looking for um, points to where I feel as though it doesn't have to be the exact entry point of what I need, and it could be negative at times, but it will follow through. Now, a lot of times when we get into the more comfortable stage. Like right now, I feel like we're at a low enough point to where I could be comfortable with the investments that I make at certain, ups and downs, ebbs and flows to the market, peaks and valleys. Um, that I can be comfortable with all the trades that I make, short term as well as long term, and not really have to worry about uh, too far of a drop because we're low enough, right? Um, and that's kind of what I want to set up. But yeah, a lot of the best leverage traders out there. No way am I saying I'm an amazing leverage trader. Um, I'm able to be profitable, just not recently with the copy trading portfolio, but I'm able to be profitable. I've made um, over $30,000 at this point with with Margex. Harper, she already went outside. She already ate. But if you want to put her outside, you can. She tends to feed the dog twice. She likes putting her outside and feeding the dog, but sometimes she'll put her out and feed her, and she'll have double the food. Um, Trying to get 5,000 XRP currently at uh 3,600. Yeah, you're close. You're right there. My 1 million Lunic you gave me. Wait, you you gave not giving yet. I don't know what's happening there with Lunic. I mean, it's just what's happening with Terra Luna Classic is there's no kind of like vision for the future, and I guess we just need to see like altcoin season happen. We need to see the trickle down effect into from um, utility coins into meme coins into all of that. So you're gonna see that kind of in between because Terra Luna Classic is more towards utility than meme, right? It's was never created as a meme coin. It was created or um, it was created as more than that. Um, so I would say we need to see a little bit of a vision forward because we don't have that. The vision has always been the same. Uh, get Terra Luna Classic to a level of $1, repeg USTC, uh, decrease the supply. It's always been the same, but we never really take action to do anything about it. Still strong on my Terra Luna Classic. I still hold all of mine, uh, which I believe is still in the station wallet. I'll probably have to move it off at some point. Um, but yeah, let me go up here. I think I have it on my portfolio. So if I go here, it should be worth like 3,000 or $4,000. So still have 54 million, still up $3,563 is what it says. I've already taken profit from this, and I probably should have put in where I took that profit, um, like how much I bought, how much I sold, and all of that there, and how much I would have or already have in profit. Time to make the donuts. No, I'm not a baker. I own an auto repair shop. Have a good day, Matt. Yeah, you have a good day as well. A 2x would be nice. It would definitely create a lot more ability. I'll have to talk to them. Um, because I think it would bring a lot more people to it if you can do a 2x rather than a 5x. I know that you have different fees with certain leverage levels that you select, but I think they should definitely offer a 2x leverage, which maybe they do a 2x leverage at a little bit higher of a fee, right? Because it is something that will give us the consistency and will be holding for a lot longer term. I'll have to talk to them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done here because I gotta get this other child up. But I just wanted to go live for a little bit, talk to you guys about where things are, where the market is, and everything. We'll put out some videos later today, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream here today, and maybe we'll do a couple other ones. We'll just continue to do like an hour or so, and go from there. Thank you, Matt, for going so hard with Margex. I was able to gain almost 30,000 XRP from shorting the market last few days. I wouldn't even know about this platform if it wasn't for you. Salute. Thank you, William, for saying that. I appreciate that so much that you're able to make a lot of money and you actually were able to gather 30,000 XRP from this process and in shorting or whatever you're doing. Uh, Hats off to you for making those moves because it's very difficult, I would say, to short in the way that you look at it. Um, it it's like shorting is thought of to a lot of people as like the hedge fund way, but anybody can short as long as you're not shorting to kill a company or anything. Like that's what the hedge funds do. They look to over short, but shorting is okay. Shorting is fine. I'm glad you were able to use MargX, profit from MargX, get 30,000 XRP, which honestly is worth about $15,000. Um, so, kudos to you for making those moves. No, it doesn't matter. He breaks down the charts like no other. I don't know if you're talking about me, but I'll thank you. Um, Good to have you, your lives videos back. Hopefully, you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. What's your take on the current presidential selection? Do you think the market will drop dramatically if Trump is not selected? No. Apparently, they're both for crypto. Both camps are for crypto. Um, I think we will have more and more regulation, no matter who's in office. I think we'll have more and more regulation on crypto, because we still have parts of the government uh, that are not going to change, no matter who's in those seats. And these are significant portions to the regulation to the future of crypto. So um, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm I'm for good ideas, and the best ideas that I love are surrounding what I like, right? Golf, crypto, YouTube, family. Family was first. Just remember that. Let's erase this part. Family. It's all family. Don't tell my wife. All right, I gotta go. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out my link for Margex if you guys are interested in trading on Margex. We honestly are at a low point, so seeing this low point, 5x leverage, wouldn't be bad for a long term.